what are the keys for you guys to do well? What needs to happen to have a successful tournament?
Starting pitching, I think, is huge in this. It gives us a chance to maximize our relievers. And always in tournament play is making plays on defense and timely hitting. Sounds like a good coach's cliche. I think every coach is squeaking across the country, but it's true. I mean, you got to defend, you got to pitch, and you got to get some clutch hits. That's really, we talk about 2-out hits all the time through the year because this time of year, 2-out hits are huge, for your ball club.
Who are you going to be starting on Wednesday then?
I'm not sure yet.
Not sure.
We're close, but we're not sure. We just need another probably couple hours to decide. But we're, it'll be a whole staff day probably.
What was the key to turning things around? You're struggling, and then obviously the Maryland series was huge. But what turned it around?
One of the big keys was getting healthy and getting Nick Ramos back, which put Casey Rodriguez back, and everybody relaxed. And then it took us a couple days there to get going. I thought we were back against Michigan State on Friday night, and we came out and played bad that Sunday. And then, but in Maryland, it was one game. Just beating a pitcher like Michael Schwarn, who's one of the best in the country, gave him some confidence, and from there, they just started, it was one day at a time, and next thing you know, they were, everybody were hot now, so, which is exciting for us this time of year.
Do you feel that maybe this team isn't going into the 6 seed, maybe they're going in as like the 3 seed or the 2 seed?
I just think the Big Ten is so good that it doesn't, the seeds don't, Nebraska's the 8 seed. 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were top 25, one of the best programs in the country. They haven't changed. They probably just haven't played well in the last week, but they're a really good program. And so I think this year in the league, it really doesn't matter as much. It's kind of wide open, I guess.
9 a.m. start Wednesday.
So I'm an early morning guy. I went to a military school, so it doesn't bother me. Like I've told our kids, we played a game, and we scheduled it purposely early in the year because this game comes up. It's all across the country. Somebody's got the early game, and we played down in Port Charlotte. It was a 9 a.m. game, but it was the spring forward night, so it was about as early as you could be to get out there and play. And the challenge was to show up with energy and play the game. And at 12 o'clock on Wednesday, nobody's going to talk about it. There's either going to be a winner or a loser. Not that, we had to play early. It's just an excuse. We'll show up and be ready to go.
Look at the saying in the dugout. They're singing, dancing during games, feeling a little bit more loose. Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. They did that in Maryland. That's when it kind of started, is when they just, relaxed and played. And so they've, as long as they play good, they can sing and dance all they want. So they've been pretty loose the last couple of weeks, which is surprising with the pressure they had on themselves. But that was probably the veteran group. I've told our coaches, you don't survive that little drought we went in without great leadership. And being a first-year coach, I'm just thankful I had such a strong senior class of guys.
Is it vocal leadership that you're seeing? Beyond the singing and the dancing, you're seeing
yes, vocal, just toughness. There's just some real tough kids in that older class. And so, during those time frames, I remember Luke Harrison standing up and talking to the team, or Ron Halstead talking to the team, and just willing them along, just keeping them going. A lot of teams quit at that point. Our team wouldn't quit. They had too much pride, too much on the line, too much they represented here at Indiana to let that happen, and good things have happened since then. So, and we feel like we're a stronger team because of it. I'd put our track record of the year that we went through against anybody in our league right now, because we're about as chiseled as you could be going through some of the things that we had to go through, and the tough schedule and the travel that we had this year. Just kind of everything at one point felt like it was against us, and right now it's our strength.
Mm-hmm. You're obviously new to it, but you got a lot of guys in this clubhouse that have won the Big Ten tournament the last 2 years. How much does that help, just them being there?
I think that's just the maturity of it. Just, not just the Big Ten tournament, but, hosting regionals, playing in a super regional, playing in Omaha. I think learning how to play with that pressure of the postseason is huge, and I think that's, my challenge was for them to enjoy it. So maybe the singing and dancing is good, some guys put too much pressure on themselves, and our focus is just on, preparing to play well right now, and then on Wednesday we'll play well.
Thoughts on Michigan?
Very good. Michigan is one of the best offenses in the country. They've played really well, and they have some really talented pitchers. We don't know who's throwing yet, but they, a lot of pro prospects. Eric's done a great job there. Great recruiter, great program, and it's one of the reasons it'll be a tough tournament. Is there's a lot of tough teams.
Kind of touched on this on Friday night, but there's like 8 to 10 publications who kind of project these NCAA tournament things. But are you reading or paying attention to these right now, or?
We've talked about not reading them because it doesn't. It's just about the Michigan game for us. That we're just still building a resume. I mean, if we're, it just doesn't. It doesn't really do us much good to read them, and that's been the challenge with the guys. Is don't listen to everybody around you. Just show up and prepare and play the game because we feel like we have a good resume. We feel like we've done what the NCAA's asked us to do in terms of play a national schedule, play on the road. We've played probably the toughest schedule in our league. But the reality is you got to go to your tournament and play well. It's a time to show everybody, and I think it's important for our ball club.
You guys healthy? Aside,
We're probably as healthy as we've been, knock on wood. So as we get to the airport and everything, get everybody to the airport and to the hotel. But we're pretty healthy. I mean, it's as healthy as we've been this year, getting everybody back. And I think every team in this part of the year has some bumps and bruises, but nothing major.
Gotcha.
Was the Cangelosi thing this weekend, was that an injury thing, or was that just trying to get him maybe a little bit of rest?
He's dehydrated. Got dehydrated in that hot game on the Friday afternoon game. He was out here practicing full speed. Now, I think it's going to be 43 degrees there, so he's from Chicago, so it'll probably be perfect. He says he plays better when it's cold. So, but he just got a little dehydrated, and we didn't want to take a chance with him.